Some people, they're just impulsive. They don't really think things through. They say, I'm going to give da'wah to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. I'm going to call the creation to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then you start to give da'wah to a non-Muslim, da'wah to a relative, da'wah to a co-worker, so on and so forth. You didn't really think about their situation, their background, who they are, their level of understanding, so on and so forth, the best way to go about it. And the first i'tirad, the first disagreement that they have with anything that you say, you stumble. You don't know what to do. You didn't think it through. You didn't think it through. You're not thinking about the person that you're talking to. The intelligent person, he thought about the conversation he's going to have. He thinks about the person before he goes into a business meeting, before he goes into a job interview, before he does anything. He thinks about the possible alternatives, the possible outcomes. I have a friend of mine in Saudi Arabia. He works for a Fortune 200 company. Part of his job as a person who is in business, he has to meet with multi-millionaires on a regular basis and have lunch with them, dinner with them, so on and so forth. Before he goes into a meeting like that, what does he do? And he goes onto the internet, he finds where this person went to school. He finds out everything that there's to know about this person before he sits in a meeting with this person. Before he sits in a meeting with this person, he wants to know everything there is to know about this person so that it can go over as smoothly as possible. Right? The meeting can go over as smoothly as possible. People do that for their dunya. We could do that for our deen. And you just think about, and we don't have to go into, all that. But just think about the person that you're dealing with. Take out some time to think about your co-workers, to think about your colleagues, to think about people that you come into contact with on a regular basis. Think about your non-Muslim family, how to call them to Islam. And what are their hang-ups? What are the things what are their interests? What are the common grounds? I have non-Muslim family members that hate homosexuals. It's disgusting to them, right? Almost every conversation that we have, the common ground that we can meet, they're fundamentalist Christians, we're Salafis, me and my brother. The common ground that we can meet is how much we hate homosexuals, right? That's a starting point, okay? Now we can move that into some other things. We could take that as a starting point, and we can start to talk about morality and some of the other things connected to it, and how morality is a result of what? Of creed. What we believe about Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, what we believe about the hereafter, these sorts of things. You could take that, you move it into something else. The person, he thinks before he has these mu'aradat, before people oppose him, before people come at him, so on and so forth. This is from maturity, that he knows how to deal with people. He knows